We're welcoming back Joe Gavazzi, NBA and NCAA basketball analyst, and Joe is absolutely on a tear. As we mentioned yesterday in our videos, he has acquired a nickname, all right, from someone very big in the industry, the Silent Killer. Well, guess what? The Silent Killer struck again last night in a very, very big way. There was nothing silent about that W. So my hat is off, and Joe is 9-3 on his last 12 SBR pick videos for college and pro basketball. So, Joe, first and foremost, and I know you don't like to look in that rearview mirror, but we're getting a lot of attention from all this, and my hat's off to you, and thank you for profiting for our viewers. And you said it in the beginning of the year, NCAA basketball is where you thrive. So I don't doubt you whatsoever. All right, we've got a very interesting game tonight, Joe, in the NBA. Sacramento Kings starting to put some things together with Rondo, with Cousins, and they're all gelling with Coach George Karl, are playing a very boring LA Lakers team. So it's -6, and I want you to give us your breakdown and why you like Sacramento tonight to add another W to the ticket.
Sometimes the obvious works in the NBA, and just such the case tonight is we have two teams going clearly the opposite direction, momentum pointing dichotomous ways for each of these two. LA Lakers, a bad team to begin with, have lost 3 consecutive games by 21 points per game. Kobe Bryant, who has made a career out of playing the Sacramento Kings and averaging 27 points a game, enters tonight with less than 10 in 4 consecutive games. And the LA Lakers, just a mess. Only have 5 home wins. That's 2 less than the Sacramento Kings do on the road, including the Sacramento Kings' last 2 games, a victory at Utah, and then a victory on this very floor 4 nights ago in their previous game against the LA Clippers. So the Kings are well rested and rolling. Only question is, can George Karl find a way to maintain those 3 egos of Rudy Gay, along with Cousins and, of course, point guard Rondo? If he can find a way to get those guys to mesh, this team can get to the 500 mark. Certainly they'll do so with a double-digit victory tonight against the Lakers as we play a pure momentum play and hope the obvious works.
Joe, I got to ask you this. Does that number, that -6, because I really thought that number would be higher because of the quality ball they're starting to put together. And I think, to answer your question, what you said, and it's my opinion, I think Rudy Gay, Rondo, and Cousins, absolutely George Karl, I think, can handle those egos because, you know, all 3 of them, they're not young anymore besides Cousins, but he's starting to get some playing time on those legs. I think they're seeing and feeling the importance and just how damn hard it is to get to the playoffs, let alone to win a title. So I think something magical's happening there. It kind of reminds me what happened with the Clippers when they transitioned from the doormat into the team at the Staples Center that was demanding more attention than the Lakers. So this is going to be interesting. And again, the Lakers are an absolute mess. Who in God's world would want to have that coaching job? You know, poor Byron Scott. Jesus, isn't enough? But anyway, with that being said, I have to ask this. Is this a setup line? Is this a game? Maybe the books know something we don't.
Or perhaps it's just perception, reality. There's such perception of what these teams used to be that the reality is not factored into the line.
Okay, well, that answers it. And I've got absolutely no ammunition to refute anything you're saying, Joe. All right, you heard it out there, viewers. The Silent Killer is pulling the trigger tonight on the Sacramento Kings, -6 in a beatdown game against the Lakers. So tune in and with us tomorrow when Joe is back, and cash your ticket tonight. Joe, thanks so much for being with us. We look forward to talking to you again real soon.
My pleasure, as always. We've got some college videos coming up today, so let's cash a couple winners with those too, Mike.